Hey guys, welcome to my channel Elite Wrestling World. My name is GhostSaad. Thank you guys for joining me right here on AEW Dynamite post-show review. Dynamite was a very good show tonight. We are starting the build towards Full Gear pay-per-view, which is going to be a fantastic event. The show opens with a dramatic recap of the ending to AEW Wrestle Dream with a Jon Moxley voiceover about how nobody knows what motivates him and he dreams of a land of opportunity. He says the new paradigm is very simple, everyone in AEW works for him now. Adam Cole makes his entrance and gets on the microphone. He asks who's ready for story time and gets a positive response. First and foremost, he loves his boys in the Undisputed Kingdom, but he has to do this on his own. They want to hear him talk about the worst human being he's ever met, MJF. Adam Cole is lots of things, but he's not stupid. And if you trust a guy like MJF, you're stupid. He talks about all the young guys in the locker room and how MJF is setting a bad example. Max music plays. Instead, he appears on the Tron. He says Cole has left a hole in him and he'll never be able to trust again. He's leaving Cole with his own voice, because he'll never get a match against him. Cole promises that he's gonna get that match and he'll whip his. Next is FTR versus Big Bill and Brian Keith. Harwood and Keith to start. Dax lighting him up with chops. Bill tags in, big chops in the corner. FTR ping-ponging him, but he explodes with a boss man slam. Big Bill swats him down with one of his own. Keith with a big near fall, but FTR take it. FTR wins by pinfall with Shatter Machine on Brian Keith. LFA is shown watching backstage. Post-match, the Outrunners make their entrance and do their thing. MVP and Benjamin roll up on Acclaimed and MVP tells them that when they feel like getting serious they should give him a call, but they rebuff his offer. Mercedes versus Queen Animata for TBS Championship. Mercedes takes control with double knees into the steel steps. Snap swinging neck breaker, cover for 2. Rolling her around, into a cover, only 2. Mercedes wins by submission, retaining the TBS Championship. Backstage, Private Party confront the Young Bucks demanding another title shot and Matthew Jackson says they're never getting another one. Stokely rolls up and says every time he's failed here, no one tells him he deserves another opportunity. He says everybody knows Isaiah is a single star anyway, while Quen has a dubious look on his face. Elite cut a promo. Jack Perry says they need to acknowledge because today is Kenny Omega's birthday. They present a cake and then dump it. Okada wishes him a happy birthday, and Perry tells him to get well or die. The Conglomeration versus the Elite. Okada tags in and Romero comes in to wipe him out. Cassidy on the wrong side of town. Okada pulls him back over. Matthew comes off the top with an elbow. Tag to Nicholas, quick tag to Matthew and they pump up their shoes. Yuta runs in and lands the Busai Kuni and referee has no choice but to call it. Jon Moxley arrives, they beat Orange up but Top Flight makes the save. Moxley destroys Action with an elbow and Marina Shafir blasts Darius with a boot. Dark Order join the fray, Shafir hangs Alex Reynolds off the ring post with a belt. John gets on the mic and says if you're involved with All Elite Wrestling you are under attack. You got to understand that this is just the cost of doing business. The heels leave and Daniel Garcia, Private Party, and Christopher Daniels arrive to check on the injured babyfaces. The Elite are interviewed backstage. The Young Bucks say what happened out there isn't their business and Daniel Garcia confronts them. Perry shoves Garcia. Daniel tells Private Party he's got their back. Next up is Lio Rush versus Shelton Benjamin. Lio goes behind. Shelton breaks the waist lock. Shelton blasts him with a shoulder block. Gold Standard cuts a dive off with a knee. Rush running and lands a suicide dive. Benjamin wins by pinfall with a power slam. Post-match, MVP says he knows Swerve is watching and he needs to reconsider his position, because what happened to Rush will happen to him. Swerve Strickland is interviewed backstage. He says MVP and Shelton are a bunch mids and he'll fight Benjamin anywhere. Tony is in the ring for a conference and he introduces Don. Callis makes his entrance with Archer and Brian Cage. He talks about Archer and says Brian Cage has brought gold to him, and he introduces Fletcher and Takeshita. Takeshita cuts a promo in Japanese. Fletcher is upset that everyone wants to talk about Ospreay when family is having their biggest night. Callis ends conference because the crowd is being disrespectful and making too much noise. Renee interviews Ricochet. Takeshita didn't beat both him and Ospreay on the same night. He beat Will. He says Takeshita is the best in the world, but he'll be ready to show why he is out of this world on Collision. It's main event time on Dynamite. Christian Cage versus Jay White. Nick gets Juice and Boy ejected from ringside. Christian with a snapmare into a rear chin lock. Christian lands an inverted DDT. Sabian is here for the distraction. Hangman sneaks into ringside. Switchblade follows it with a corner uppercut and a snap suplex into the turnbuckles. Referee occupied with Sabian. Hangman hits Buckshot right as White as Blade Runner lined up. Christian falls into the cover. Christian Cage wins by pinfall with a lateral press. Christian holds his AEW World Championship contract high. That's the show, folks. Please guys like and share this video, subscribe to my channel and keep watching Elite Wrestling World.